All right, here we go. It's been a minute since we heard the theme music after a home game, but the Knicks actually won a game tonight. Knicks at home at MSG against the league's worst Detroit Pistons, 5-24 record. But hey, this was a night where you expected a Knicks victory and you wanted to see some signs of life, some signs of chemistry from this team's offense, and you wanted to see what Kemba was going to do on another night, and he did not disappoint, man. Another solid outing for Kemba Walker, giving us what we needed out of the point guard slot. Alec Burks chipping in, Evan Fournier chipping in. His scoring streak continues. 22 points for Fournier, 21 and 5 for Walker. And the Block Nest monster stepping in with a season's best. 17 points, 14 rebounds, dominant on both ends of the floor. Knicks win easy, 105-91. This is Knicks Postgame Live, presented by Prize Picks. CP the franchise, CK2K in the building. Ashley Moss is going to join us shortly. Salutes everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Nice Knicks win. Now, Pistons did make it interesting. You know, I did say they won easy. They did pull away, but Pistons did make it interesting in the third. 32-point third quarter. Got a little bit sloppy. You know, once we wanted to put the ball in Randall's hands a little bit more. 6 turnovers for Julius. Got to cut that down. But all in all, again, TK, it was just good to see. I just want to see if the offense can get into some rhythm. You know, that's all I was really looking for tonight. I expected them to win fairly easy against, a 5-23 Detroit Pistons team. Took 40 minutes of Kemba, 41 of Burks, 41 of 48 to do so. We are rocking with, the COVID All-Stars here. So, we got the replacement players coming in. We saw a little Dotson, a little Selden, but all in all, solid effort by the squad, man. What you think of the performance tonight?
Yeah, I think you put it perfectly. It's one of those things where you were expecting to win, but you were just hoping that they were going to go out there and at least play with some kind of continuity. I know we lost that game in Boston, but we saw some good things from what we have with what we're dealing with because of everything going on with COVID.
Yeah.
And I think that carried over in this game. Kemba Walker, another strong night, 21 points in 40 minutes. Like you said, 40 minutes, a lot of minutes. Yeah. Evan Fournier kept the offense going, which is what we've been asking for from Fournier today. I think he had some good defensive moments too in this game. I know it's the Pistons, but still going to give him his pluses. Julius Randle in some instances looked all right, but then there was others where, like we've been asking, we don't need that point Randall going on, especially in this game, because there was some.
We don't need that, man. We don't need that. I got to turn that into a soundbite because tonight was one of those nights, man. I just wanted to play it over and over and over in my head.
Man. Yeah, because there was a point where we had like 13, 15-point lead and then 2 back-to-back turnovers. Next thing you know, we only have 7. But nonetheless, we were able to withstand the storm. Defense looked like it was back a little bit today. Again, I know who the team we were playing was.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson, for him to play 25 minutes and be a plus 24, have the stat line that he had, he was definitely the juggernaut, so much so that Tibbs had to start him in the
third. Yeah.
So yeah, man. Look, you just wanted to see this team come out with some kind of continuity with what we have right now. And certainly, my man Damian Dotson back in the building, even though 4 minutes. Yes, sir. I was happy to see him get his 21 back. I had to double check who had what numbers and everything, but I'm glad he got his 21 back.
It's good to see Dot out there get some run with the squad, man. Definitely good to see Dot out there. On the whole Kemba point, again, just once again interesting because it's going to be decisions for Tibbs to make once all these guys get back healthy. But we saw the offense running more through the guards tonight. It wasn't force feeding Julius. It was pick and roll with Kemba. Kemba driving and kicking. Kemba getting into the paint. Connecting with Mitch. Berman was on my show yesterday, and we talked about how none of the guards have gotten Mitch involved. They have gotten Mitch activated this year, and that was what we expected with the acquisition of Kemba and another season with Rose, but we just haven't seen it. We've seen them connect on a couple Gotham lobs. Kemba operating out of the mid-range, the pick and roll out of the mid-range. We saw him running pick and rolls, pick and pops with Julius. I thought that was a great sign. Six dimes for Kemba, 5 for Burks. I thought the guards did a nice job keeping the ball moving today and orchestrating the offense.
Yeah, for sure. Kemba definitely brings that poise. This is the guy that a lot of us were excited to see coming into it. I mean, maybe it could be that second life because of the benching. Who knows? We do know that there were, though Kemba's stats were not up to what we're used to going into that November 26th benching. You could definitely see that poise and that point guard play that we only get from what seems like Derrick Rose a lot. It was definitely missing and was definitely enjoyed and definitely welcome back with Kemba Walker in the lineup. And I think that was the primary part why the ball was out of the hands of Julius Randle a lot of the time. Now, the few times it was there, like we just mentioned, it was one of those things where you don't need it.
We don't need it. We don't need that, man.
But for the most part, this is the thing that we've been missing from Kemba Walker. Like I understand all the arguments you want to make if you're Tom Thibodeau, but that veteran presence is somebody who loves his veterans. Like, this is that kind of thing we need, especially somebody that's been doing it for as long as he has been in this league at that position. You just can't replace that. And I think that's my favorite thing, not just tonight, but in that Celtics game, where you can just see that presence of being a little comfortable and having knowing that we have a point guard running the show. You see that with Kemba Walker for sure. So, like you said, it's gonna be difficult, man. It's gonna be difficult when these guys when Deuce gets back after playing how he did, Quick gets back. It's gonna be difficult to see who goes where, but let's hope Kemba's in the rotation.
Decisions, man. But yeah, again, he just looked confident out there, looked happy, and it was good to just see him out there playing good ball. Good job by Fournier. Fournier, since the Houston game, has been on a scoring uptick, obviously undermanned, so we need him to be aggressive, but I hope he doesn't stop. I hope he keeps that same energy because he's looking better. He's looking a lot better.
Yeah, no, and it's definitely needed. We've all been on this case. I'm the number one component. I've been saying it and going in, but I'm glad to see it because this is all we've been asking for. This is all we were expecting to be real when it came with Evan Fournier. Everyone looked at that 20 points per game thing, and he wasn't giving us much of that going into that Houston Rockets game, and now you can see the consistency there. There's been a lot of good pick and roll play for him, a lot of good plays, getting them off screens, getting them good shots. You can see the confidence is there, maybe sometimes overconfident. I saw this man go to the rim, get blocked, get the ball back, and take a fadeaway.
I saw that.
But for the most part, to see him confidently shooting that ball, whether you like him or not, that's what you need him to do, because I think that's where you see him get the point. The point total that he had tonight. I mean, he did go 9 for 24. That's probably the only negative I'm gonna look at. Yeah. But outside of that, when we need the buckets, we got the buckets from him.
On a positive, I was confident enough to take him on the over on Prize Picks, and he came through for me tonight. So we'll talk about Prize Picks later. But shout out to Fournier and his performance. I'm happy for Mitch, man. I'm just happy to see him looking more comfortable out there. Wasn't laboring out there today. He's flexing on him. He's intimidating Cade. Cade didn't want no parts of him tonight. He gets a block shot at the 3-point line, 17 points, 14 boards. I'm just happy to see Mitch, get activated out there. He looked good. Looked really good.
It's all him, man. We've been saying this. It's all been between the years, man. For Mitchell Robinson, he's been given these opportunities, and with the injuries and all that kind of stuff, it had to be all mental. Yeah. And tonight, he just looked tuned in. From the minute he was playing and he came in in that first quarter off the bench for Noel, he just looked tuned in. He accepted the challenge that was given to him, so much so that, like we said, he started in that third quarter, and you couldn't take him off the court because they had no answers for him. I mean, Isaiah Stewart is a strong guy. He's a dude that brings a lot of attention to the center and is a hell of a rebounder, which is why I took him on the over. It's now Prize Picks. Appreciate you. Nice. Now Isaiah Stewart. Okay, but he was no match for what Mitch Robinson was doing against guards and against the bigs. So it's all confidence with him and understanding that he is that guy. Yeah, we know that he starts to get that he has to get that endurance together still, but for the most part, I think this entire season has just been confidence for him, and tonight was definitely a great all-around game for Mitch.
Good all-around game for Mitch. Held the Pistons to 91. The season average is around 100, so Knicks defense was definitely active out there. Pistons average is 100, so past few games we're seeing their defense on an uptick, getting a bit more energy there as well, so that's good to see. Again, the only real negative for me in this game was the turnovers. 12 turnovers led to 18 Pistons points, and that's their bread and butter. Even though they're a bad team, they are still a team that likes to get out and transition on you and force turnovers, and so you got to be careful. And with Julius, hey, look, this team is number 4 in the league in opponents' turnovers per game. You got to take care of the ball. Julius, he's turning his back to these guys. He's coming with the high dribble. And like my guy Sean Shepard texts me, he's like, yo, you can see it in slow motion. You're already 2 steps ahead of Julius. Sometimes when he's got the ball, he's like, oh, he's about to get ripped. Yep.
Fast break coming.
Yep. He's about to get ripped.
Yeah, for sure. When we have 12 turnovers and he has half of them, that's not a good sign, bro. It's not a good sign.
Yeah, he had 6.
Yep.
He had 6 of the 12 turnovers. And so that led to 18 Pistons points. They had 17 points in the fast break. Well, our transition defense has to get better. It's got to get better, or else you give teams like this who are desperate on the offensive end, you give them a chance. And that's what happened in the third quarter.
But look, to that negative, I bring that positive back with Kemba Walker. And what we lost with that, you saw the composure come back when Kemba Walker was the one predominantly with the ball. And I think that's the difference here is, when Julius Randle in other situations, when it was just Alec Burks, I'm not saying anything against Alec Burks, it was just going to keep happening. Julius Randle was going to make the turnovers, but the ball was still going to end up back in his hands. But when you have that point guard and Kemba Walker on the floor, then you see him take the ball back and bring control and bring some continuity back to the offense when he was in control down the stretch there. So I think that's the positive on that. But yeah, man, those 6 turnovers. There was 2 back-to-back plays
bro.
from Diallo where they got steals, and it was in the same spot. Same bad dribble from Julius Randle and almost an identical same fast break dunk by Diallo. So yeah, those kind of things, man, you gotta. He has to be more. I don't even know if it's just Julius at this point. We gotta stop giving him the ball so damn high. How many times can we say that on this show?
We don't need that, bro. We don't need that. So again, very interesting, man. 105-91, Knicks win. Call us up 657-383-1509 is the number to call. We are also live and direct on the KnicksFanTV Discord. Let me get Ash in here once again. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. 105-91. This show is sponsored by Manscaped, also sponsored by Prize Picks. So we'll get into our Prize Picks a little bit later. CK, I'm still alive, man, but it was a tough one, but I'm still alive. That's all we'll say right now.
I'm actually, I almost was 100%, and y'all gonna be upset for the player that is that did not make me 100% tonight.
Oh man! All right, hang on. All right, let me get Ash in here. Hang on, Ash. So to everybody in the chat, here we go. Ashley Moss, ladies and gentlemen, in the building.
Hi guys.
Ashley, what's happening?
What's up?
What'd you think of the game?
First of all, I'm really liking this starting unit. I feel like it works for a multitude of different reasons. I feel like for starters, it kind of puts Alec Burks in a situation where I feel like he's most conducive. You're not really asking him to be a traditional point guard. He's not a guy who needs to have the ball in his hand constantly to feel productive. So I like that. Also, I feel like Julius, it kind of takes him off the hook a little bit, right? So he doesn't have to feel the need to go ahead and do everything. Now, whether or not he's happy in that space is a different conversation. We all know that Julius likes to be the floor general, likes to have the offense run through him. He likes to go ahead and be the one to take the shots, go ahead and do all of that. So I don't know if kind of pulling some of that responsibility away from him, although it's great for the team, great for that starting unit. I don't know how Julius is going to feel about that long term. So it's definitely going to be interesting how that plays out. But look, great games from Mitch. Great game from Kemba. And I said this after the Boston game. If he is not in this lineup, even after Derrick Rose returns, obviously he's in right now because, they say of injuries. Also, we're short still due to COVID protocols and things like that. If Kemba is not in the rotation, whether as a starter or even coming off the bench, a conversation needs to be had about Tibbs's mindset and exactly what his beef is with Kemba. Obviously, you see he still can play. He can still be a conducive part of any team, especially this team. And the offense runs better through him. I mean, it looks better through him. So I don't really know what happens when Derrick Rose comes back, when we get RJ back, when we get Obi back, when we get all the guys back.
Decisions.
It's going to be interesting.
Decisions, man.
Yeah.
That's a
Ash, just check your mic real quick. Can you
guys hear me?
Yeah, that's
good?
much better. Going into the season preview, I thought this was going to be one of the questions. How does Tibbs handle the quote-unquote depth of this team, which is, to me, a team of role players. And so you're going to have inconsistent up and down play. Who do you trust? Who do you go to? Who are you confident in? And so far, it's just, with everyone, it's been up and down. You've seen the regression from Randall and RJ. You've seen Kemba, who didn't start off well. Fournier, who didn't start off well. It's just, Mitch, who didn't start off well. So it's hard for Tibbs. He's going to have to make a decision. But, when I was talking to Berman yesterday, Berman on the Post, and he was like, well, Kemba's going to start against the Pistons, and then once everybody gets back, that's basically it. I don't see how you keep him with that line drawn in the sand. He's out of the rotation. Unless you're going to, the only way I could see that, CK, is if you say, okay, we're going young. We're going McBride. We're going quickly. We're going to give them an evaluation at the point. That is it. Kemba's out of rotation because we want to see an extended amount of time with these kids. But if you're in a position that they're in now and they still want to compete for the playoffs and, try to make some noise, I don't see how you leave them out.
So all I heard you say is that we should all expect Kemba Walker to start because damn well Tibbs ain't going with that. Right?
I don't know.
I get that's the only possibility if they're not going to put him back in it. But we all know damn well that's not the route he's going to take.
Yeah, because I'm saying this, Ash, like, how do you come back when everybody's at full strength and say we're gonna go back to Burks at the point?
Right.
It doesn't work.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Which again goes to my point. It's gonna be interesting to see. Right now, Tibbs is kind of his hands being forced essentially, right? Because you have guys who are out due to protocol, and you have Derrick Rose who's injured. So I can't give him full credit for the adjustments and the rotation and the change in the lineups because his hand was forced, right? So once you get all your pieces back, what he does with a full, healthy squad is going to be telling, because if he tries to revert back to old ways, knowing it was not working, and now that he kind of has the we'll put it in a Christmas spirit, the ghost of Christmas future, he can kind of see what this team looks like in a different light. If he goes backwards, that's going to say a lot about him as a coach. If he sticks with what's working in the moment and maybe makes small adjustments where he can, now that he has more depth, then that also speaks to him as a coach, but in a more positive light. So it's going to be very, very telling.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. 105-91. Knicks beat the Pistons at home. Finally get a home win. 5-game losing streak snapped at Madison Square Garden. Hard to believe that you even have to say that, but that's just the state of this franchise right now. Let me salute some of the super chats that have come in. Salute to Bill Peterfriend. Shout out to Bill Peterfriend for the super chat. CL Kenrick, $5 super chat, says Robinson and Noel welcomes Cade Cunningham to the School of Hard Blocks. Yeah, Mitch was schooling Cade out there, man. He wanted no parts of the Block Nest monster. Kenny Gales, $5 super chat, says great game by Kemba and Mitch. Mitch finally didn't look like Gumby on the court. Randall bringing the ball up hurts my soul. Hashtag we don't need that. We don't need that, Julius. Come on, man. Things were going so well, man.
Somebody make the soundbite.
We don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that, man. All right, let's go to the phones. Let's salute to everybody in chat once again. Let's get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button. Benji from Manhattan. Benji, what's good?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's good,
hey,
bro?
Ashley.
Hi.
So happy to call.
Ashley,
happy to call in, man. It's been a minute since I called in, but
yeah.
I told you guys first and foremost, CP. I told you 6 weeks ago there's going to be the Wayne Selden game, and tonight was the Wayne Selden game. Okay, he had 5 points.
Yeah, he had a couple.
He had a big. So I mean, 31 games in, you got the Wayne Selden game. So I knew it was going to happen, and it went down. Couple observations about tonight. Like you said, there's no possible way that Thibodeau can go back to the old lineup. I mean, Kemba, say what you want about his defense. He, he really brings it on offense, and he's smart out there. Fournier, obviously, the last 3 games, 23, 32, and 22 tonight. If he keeps that up, that production, we're going to win at least 7 or 8 of the next 10 games. So that's a key thing to watch. Even though he shot percentage-wise badly,
it wasn't that great.
He had some nice drives to the basket early on that just missed. So I like his aggressiveness. I like him looking for a shot. I like him playing off the dribble. And obviously, I think it's pretty easy to say this is probably Mitch's best game of his career in terms of dominance.
Definitely. I think the one that stuck out to me best of his career was the game again when Melo came back with the Blazers. That one stuck out to me as one of Mitch's best games.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
He was dominant. He was dominant on the boards.
That was a day game, right? In February?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was last year. Yeah, we won that game, I remember. Yeah, so look, these, like you said, it's a pivotal week ahead. At least Thursday's got to be a win. We really got to start racking up these wins to get back into the Knicks. You know, we're still within striking distance. We don't want to have that play-in. We want to get back up into that top 6. One thing. I know Fournier has been inconsistent, but the fact that after 30 plus games, to make the statement that like this guy needs to be traded, like I kind of don't agree with that in theory. Like I understand he may not be like DeMar DeRozan, right? But can we give the guy a chance to like see what else he's made of for the rest of the season? Like he's had 3 really good games in a row. He's been better on defense even as well.
Playing active, man. Definitely playing active, and appreciate the call, Benji, man. Benji was playing his way onto the panel. You know what I'm saying? I had to cut the call eventually, Benji. But I appreciate you always. We always like to kick things off with you, man. But we just gotta get to other callers and whatnot. But yeah, no, it was good to see Fournier just stay aggressive, and he's definitely on an uptick. Ash, last couple of games had the 23 points in Houston against H-Town, 32-point outbreak against the Celtics. Didn't shoot again efficiently tonight, but it is what it is. I just like the fact that he's aggressive and he stays mentally in the game because that way he can play hard on both ends.
Yeah, I think with Evan, the thing that's always probably been his 2 of the biggest strikes against him is one, he's not the best on defense. Doesn't really seem like he executes. Doesn't really seem like he has the desire to execute. At least not consistently throughout a game. You may get some spurts from him here and there, but he's not really someone who puts the full forward effort when it comes to defense all 4 quarters of basketball. Also, when it comes to his shot, he's a guy who needs to be wide open to hit his shot. He doesn't do well in traffic. He doesn't do well off the dribble. He's really just a spot up shooter. It has to be in one set spot. Nobody really else around him. He gets that shot up. So those are 2 things that kind of limit your game, right? You don't play defense, and then all
right, back up to speed. Let's go to the stream cut out for a second. Let's go to Dan from New Jersey. Dan, what's good?
Okay.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's good, CP, CK, Ash? Today was a great game from Mitch. I'm always saying on Twitter, I'm always telling everybody, I don't know why y'all want to come at Mitch so hard. He looked like he was stuck in mud for a couple of games, but that's only because of the conditioning. Like, you can tell he works hard. He's giving up his body like nobody else does on the team. Like, he's really taking the most shots out there night in and night out. And, like, I get he's a little bit immature, and I get that he's a little bit out there. He's different, but I rock with that. Like, I rock with Mitch. I don't think that we need to ship him out if we want to look at an upgrade at center in the future. I don't want to ship him out. I think we can get him for cheap this summer, relatively cheap, concerning his ability, the way he could get on the boards at times, like the way he can rise up on lobs. I like him. And on Kemba for a second, Kemba had a great game today. He didn't shoot the ball very well, but he ran the offense very well. And, I feel like there's a spot for Kemba in the NBA, or at least today's NBA. It's just not with this Knicks team. I need Deuce McBride over there because I need him to hold down the defensive end of the court because we got Julius Randle and Evan Fournier playing defense in that same lineup as Kemba. So we just can't afford that. I think Kemba belongs on an NBA team, just not this one. Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Appreciate the call, man. Like I said, Tibbs has some decisions to make. Does he belong on this team? I can't really say that he doesn't necessarily belong when it's a team that they're not going all in with the youth. Right. They're trying to win games. I don't see how he doesn't belong on this team. It's just gonna be crazy.
I think it's
gonna be crazy.
I think it's hard to say he doesn't, because it's kind of a double meaning, right? If you say he belongs on a team, right? Like he's not completely quote unquote washed, where he still belongs on a team, but he doesn't belong on this team, then in a sense, you're kind of insinuating that this team is on a different level than some of the other teams in the league right now. And you are what your record says you are. And we're not, one of those top teams in the league right now. We're certainly not like a bottom feeder, but we're not top. We're not going to a chip, we're not going to the Eastern Conference Finals. So with that scenario, what better situation for Kemba to be in than a team that's really doesn't have the highest of expectations? You know what I mean? So, and I think also to say that he doesn't belong on this team, I don't know if I can say that after the man hasn't played since November and in Boston, he drops 29 points. I don't know if I can say that. You know what I mean? And tonight he drops over 20. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, CK, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, and then dropping 21 at home the following night. Yeah, I get what he's trying to go with because, you just want to see the youth continue doing what they were doing before they got hurt. But we just got to be real with it. Like we could sit here and want that all we want, but, Tibbs and these guys are going to want to push for the playoffs. And if they're going to push for the playoffs, they're going to put out these guys in rotation. My thing is I just want to know what happens because to Ashley's very first point when she got on the call, the starting five, regardless if we liked it or not, and I'm one that's not a big fan of it, it worked well. The continuity, I keep using that word, but you saw it there with this five. And when RJ Barrett gets back, he's going to be starting. So what happens then? Does Burks go back to the bench and you keep Fournier out there? Does it make sense? Like we threw around, even though we know financially it doesn't make sense because of how much money he's making, but does it make sense for then Fournier to come off the bench and just be letting that thing fly as soon as he comes off the bench, checks in and shoots the ball? Like there's just so many other questions. But as far as to say that, Kemba Walker is a fit, but not for this team, I don't know if I entirely agree with that because we need a point guard and we don't have that answer yet. Yes, we can sit here and say it's Deuce, it's IQ, but do we know that? No, we don't. But we know for sure that Kemba Walker, he can run the point guard position. It has been for quite some time.
Let me get to this.
Right, you have players who can be the future, right? But who can be the right now? And the answer is Kemba. And look, it's not like Kemba is costing you an arm and a leg.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
He's not costing you anything. If this was somebody like Evan Fournier, who's making $72 million, then I could say, we got to make some, but he's not costing you anything. He's a team guy. He's not a cancer to the locker room. He wants to play. He wants to contribute. You see that he can still do that. He's a conducive part of the team. I mean, again, this man hasn't played since November and he dropped 29 points, in Boston and then double back and dropped over 20 at home. I mean, he can still hoop. So I get, wanting to trade and getting, other pieces in return, but let's call a spade a spade. You're not getting anything substantial for Kemba Walker. So he serves you a better purpose on your roster than not on it. And that's just unfortunately, that's what the cards are.
Let me get to this Tibbs quote. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Here's Tibbs on future roster moves.
Oh, yeah. To me, I have to base it on what the players are doing right now. So whoever gives us the best chance to win, you're going to be in there. And then performance matters. If you're playing well, right, you're going to be in there. That's the way it works. And I love Kemba. And my job is to do what's best for the team. And so he's playing great basketball, right? All the credit in the world to him. But the team winning is the most important thing. When we win, it's great.
When we win, it's great. Hey, that's what the coach says. That's what the coach says. So, like I said, Burks as the starting point makes no sense. That has to change. Are you going with Kemba? Are you going with D Rose? Are you going quickly McBride? Where are you going? I don't.
That's what you asking.
No, I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay,
I'm asking
sorry,
Tibbs. If he's watching if he's part of the replay gang, shout out to the replay gang. Tibbs, if you're watching in the morning, what are you gonna do? Let's get back to the phones on the Discord. ZayB91, go ahead and unmute your mic. ZayB.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing today?
Good, man.
Good. My thing is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the comments on your page, on the KnicksFanTV page. I've been in the chat, pretty much just vouching for Kemba, right? I've been saying from the beginning, Tibbs has failed Kemba. He's failed Evan Fournier. And, a lot of people are, trying to be down on Kemba, and then now they're trying to be up because he had 2 good games. The bottom line is the lineup makes no sense. It didn't make sense from the beginning, and instead of trying to tweak it to make sense, he just scrapped it and said, hey, let's blame Kemba. Let's put him to the bottom of the bench. At the end of the day, Kemba should never be guarding CP3 straight up. CP3 don't even, in the Phoenix game, CP3 is not even guarding Kemba. He's guarding Fournier or 3 and that doesn't even put the ball on the floor. There's no reason why Kemba is getting ran into screens, and then you blame Kemba for bad defense. We know Kemba has bad defense. We know Evan Fournier has bad defense. They shouldn't be in the lineup together. If you want to mix it up and say, all right, I'll put IQ at the 2 since he has a little bit more energy to play defense, and then you let IQ stick the whatever guard that's ball heavy, that's running the point on the other team. But you have to mix the lineup to make sense. You can't just throw it out there and say, hey, run it through Randall, and when it doesn't work, you got your hands in the air. Like Tibbs has to do something to make the lineup make sense. And I'm just getting tired of Randall. At the end of the day, Randall's a good player, great player, but until Tibbs sits him down and say, hey, we have to run through the point. Until Tibbs sits down and have that conversation with Randall, we're going to have these same problems for a long time.
You're right.
Past his contract, like throughout his whole contract. So someone needs to sit down with Randall and say, hey, we understand you're a great player. We know that. But we need to run through the point guard. We need to get everyone else activated before you can do it. If Randall waited till the end of the game to start really trying to get his and try to get everybody else involved at the beginning of the game, these games will go a lot easier. But the problem is he gets jealous and then just starts chucking up shots or, doing all types of extra stuff. It's like, we don't need that. We
don't need that, Zay. We don't need it. So, what's the lineup you going with, man? You taking Tibbs to task on the rotations. You saying make a change. What's the change, bro?
My change would be I like IQ in the lineup. So I would do Kemba and IQ. And then RJ, and then Randall, and then, of course, Mitch. That would be my lineup. I mean, because at the end of the day, IQ can keep up with the small guard, shifty guard. So you can kind of swap it and move Kemba somewhere else so he doesn't have to sit there running around, chasing guards through pick and rolls.
All right. What do you guys in the chat think? He's going Kemba, IQ, RJ, Julius, and Mitch. Rate that one in the chat, man, 1 through 5. Kemba, IQ, RJ, Julius, Mitch.
My only problem with that Julius Randle comment is it's right. It's the right comment. It's it's that's what we all want to sit here and believe, but we forget so fast. Tibbs fed that monster. Thibodeau fed the Julius Randle is a point forward monster. So I don't see him sitting him down and having that conversation. This is Tibbs made this bed. I think, and I'm not trying to sit here and say bad Tibbs, fire Tibbs. I'm not saying nothing like that. But I just don't think we're gonna have that conversation because Tom Thibodeau was the one that fed that monster. We saw it start right before we got here, and Tom Thibodeau said, "Yeah, we're running with that." And we saw it in a more efficient rate last year. But he fed that monster, and I think that's just who we're going to be getting from Julius Randle. I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Yes, we don't need it, but I think we're just going to keep seeing it because Tibbs wanted this, and here we are watching it through the good and through the bad. And right now we're going through a lot of the bad. So I just don't think he's going to sit down and have that conversation with him, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't see it either, but it's for the best of the team. It's for the betterment of the team that that we put the ball in the guard's hands, man. We've gotta get Julius in a better flow, and I was definitely encouraged by the fact that they were trying to run a 1-2 game between Kemba and Julius. They were running more pick and rolls, pick and pops, and Kemba was getting an opportunity to orchestrate more out of the pick and roll. I like that. So again, let's see what happens down the stretch. Shout out to Jose Fernandez, $5 super chat. Paul Robinson also sends a $5 super chat. He says, this stretch is showing us that we don't need to be this bad. Tibbs, Leon Perry, one of y'all figure it out. Anthony Nieves, $5 super chat, says, let's not forget Kemba had a lot of rest. Big up to Kissimmee, Florida from Cardinal Hayes High School. Jamal Mashburn is my alumni brother. Yeah, shout out Mashburn.
Are we now calling being benched rest? Is that the new PC term for it?
He said he was chilling as he's been chilling for a minute.
He had a nice little, rest. He had a nice little staycation.
He had a nice little siesta there. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had a nice rest. He went on vacation. The man's been benched. That's what happened. He was benched.
Judy Karoba, $5 super chat says, preach ass, spot on everything you said about Kemba. All right, and to Dar288, $5 super chat. Definitely appreciate it. We got 1,400 people in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. This is Knicks Postgame Live presented by Prize Picks. CP the franchise here, Ashley Moore, CK2K. Number one show for the fans, by the fans. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next show. Knicks win 105-91 over the league worst Pistons. But, again, just looking for some signs of life out of this team. Can they keep it consistent? Let's see how it goes. Dan from Long Island. Dan, how you feeling?
What's going on, fellas? Ash, I hope you're all doing well.
Happy holidays, man.
CP.
Happy holidays.
All right, to you too. Yep, to all you guys. And listen, CP, you were dominating on WFAN, bro. You did so well.
Appreciate it, man.
You did
Appreciate
so well. So I'm very happy.
You killed it.
I had a good time, man. Thanks a lot.
Nah, you did real good. Listen, Ash was saying before, I couldn't agree with more regarding Randall. And, Berman talked about it earlier. And that's just something like, I agree with what CK2K said earlier regarding, Tibbs feeding the monster, but you got to figure it out. The fact that he, again, I don't know if Berman was teasing us with something or if he was just laying it out there when he was suggesting that Randall wasn't happy with Kemba in the lineup. That's a problem. Like when you're supposed to be your best player is not on board with who the front office brought in, that's a problem from the very beginning. Even though it was like Ash said before, I agree, was a high reward, low risk play by getting Kemba. That's a problem just from the get. And then the other problem that we have, and you guys are touching on it, and I know the guys in the chat, everybody's talking about it. We have a problem on the perimeter. We have a problem because we can't defend the perimeter.
Right.
And I understand, Kemba, you got to play Kemba. He's going to score 29 points. You got to play him. I'm not questioning that. But my man can't. My man couldn't guard anyone. And he's not just. Forget it. Ash, you mentioned before that he's not a good defender. It's worse than that with Kemba. He's an unwilling defender, and it's fine if you're gonna pour in 29 points and you're gonna pick and roll with Mitch, then you can play him there, right? But you can't play Fournier next to him. And other people. I'm not breaking any
that's what Zay was saying. Yeah,
right. But that's the problem, and we have no real wing defenders.
That's right.
Quick. No, my man from Jersey was talking about Quick. Quick he's a willing defender, but he's not the most athletic cat out there either. So we don't really have a lockdown defender. This is unfortunate. The closest we have to a two-way player is probably Burks, and that's my own opinion. He's a second team player. He's not a starter in my opinion. So anyway. Listen, I'm just pointing out what everybody already knows about our weaknesses. I don't know what the answer is, but like I said, I think these kids need to play because I think we have to win. I agree with that, but I do think these kids need some minutes, and we have to see if we have that D&3 kid on the bench right now. Because I think that's what we really, really need to even out the lineup. Listen, thanks for taking my call, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, OG Dan. We have it on the bench. We got Grimes. Quick can play some defense, and obviously McBride. The problem is, do any of those guys get, number one, for Grimes and McBride, will they get into the rotation once everybody's healthy? And number two, who's going to slide into the starting lineup? Who's going to slide into that starting lineup to give this lineup a bit better balance? Because I definitely agree with Zay and Dan. Part of the issue is that you do have Kemba and Fournier, two weak defenders, and that collapses everything, especially when Julius is just checked out of things. So it's a catastrophe at times.
Here's the issue that I have. Well, two things. One, first and foremost, let me say that I can 100% confirm that Julius Randle was not upset that Kemba was in the lineup. I know there's this talk of him being this jealous person. He's not that guy. I can 100% confirm that. I've interviewed him before. We know mutual people. I've had conversations with him before. He's not that guy. I know everyone wants to make it seem like he's that guy. He's not. I think what happens is you have so much to prove after initially arriving in New York. It doesn't go well. And then next season, you know, you make those improvements. The team does really, really well. You want to say it's because of COVID or whatever the case may be. That's a different conversation. And now you bring in some other people. I think Julius really genuinely enjoys being the leader. And I think that he may feel not frustration with his teammates, more frustration with himself when things aren't unfolding the way he wants them to as the leader, and that responsibility is now divvying up to that is now given to other people. But I don't think it's jealousy or like, oh, this guy's got to get off my team. I don't think it's that. I think it's an internal thing within himself. So that's that. But then regarding Evan and Kemba, look, you knew what it was when we signed up. Yeah. You knew what you were getting in these guys. You knew they were not strong defensively. Why all of a sudden Tibbs is now like, well, you're not playing defense. Tibbs, you knew what Kemba was when you got him. That's like trying to date someone and you know he's not good for you or she's not good for you. And then when you start dating, you try to change them into being, you knew what it was when you signed up. I'm not going to retell my story of the scorpion and the frog. Y'all know the story. A scorpion's going to be a scorpion. Like, why are we acting surprised when we sign players and they do exactly what they're supposed to do? Like, I don't understand. It's such a crazy thing to me. I never understood why we do that.
True story. True indeed. So to everybody in the chat, once again, 1,500 people in here, Ash. I think you brought him out tonight, Ash. I think you brought him out.
Well, 1,500. Tell him to hit that thumbs up. Yeah. Y'all bugging right
We got to
now.
hit that like button. We got to get those likes up. Hit that like button. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. We got 1,500 people in here. I want to shout out to Emil Beaumontsor, $5 Australian super chat. Says, honestly, Julian has more possessions as the roller. That'll be a problem for opposing defenses. The versatility of Kemba Julius pick and roll is deadly. I'd like to see it run more often. You know, we just don't see it as much as I think they should. My guy Abdul checking in from San Diego. CK says, much needed win for my soul tonight. I've been watching every replay. KFTV, miss you guys. I'll be calling in next game. Keep holding it down. Bing bong. So Abdul, part of the replay gang. Shout out to Abdul. Russell Reed, $10 super chat, says the lockdown defender of the Knicks is wearing number 6.
Tell him.
Hey.
Tell him.
Very, very well possible. It's just what happens when all the kids come back. Where does he go?
Man,
where does he go? If you guys are new in the chat, drop a hashtag new. Type in hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. Paul Robinson, $5 super chat, says, hold up, Ash. Tell your connects to tell Randall to get back in the gym and get his shot back expeditiously.
I don't relay messages. I just, when someone has something wrong about somebody's character that I can speak on, I will defend it. But I ain't passing along no messages. Y'all got me messed up.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, no.
Michael on the Discord, let's go.
Hey, let's go, man. I don't know, Ash. A Cowboys fan defending a Cowboys fan.
Listen, we gotta stick together. You already
Let's
know
go,
Cowboys
Michael.
Nation.
Let's go.
For Cowboys.
Let's
You
go,
know what time
Michael.
it is.
Come with the smoke, Michael. Let's go.
Mentally. I hope Randall gets better mentally, all that. But he's trash. I'm sorry. You have 6 turnovers against the Pistons. I'm sorry. I can't defend that. I can't defend you having 6 turnovers against what? Sadiq Bey? Hamidou Diallo with the mask? Looking like crying. Oh, what, Alex Caruso, 7 steals? Come on, bro. I can't. Shout out to Randall, because soon enough, he's going to let Obi get a start. Soon enough, the Knicks might replace him for Michael Beasley, for what I know. I don't even know no more, man. Pissing me off, bro.
Rookie of the year, man. Let's go.
Against the Pistons. And then when he was controlling the offense in that fourth quarter, the Pistons cut it to 5 points.
Yeah.
Come on. You can't let Kemba Walker and Mitchell Robinson carry you to a win against a 5-win team. If Mitch didn't have the game he did against Isaiah Stewart, we would have lost. Come on, bro. Come on. And the disrespect to Dotson is crazy. Come on, bro. This man Dotson was overplayed. Not overplayed. He played less than Selden. Come on.
But he just got here, Michael, man. He literally just got to the team. You know what I'm saying? They let him come out there for a little curtain call. You know what I'm saying? That's respect. That's respect.
But yeah, I want to say about Randall, man, because he keeps playing like this. He's gonna end up like Cole Aldridge, Lance Thomas, Jason Smith. He's gonna end up like all the other Knicks power forwards in the past. He's gonna be ghosted past Knicks power forward. I'm telling you.
All right,
I'm out.
Michael on the Discord. We had Michael in protocol. You know, one night he called. He said he caught the thing. You know. Next night he came out guns blazing. Yeah, we had Michael in the protocol. We got Ari in the protocol. So speedy recovery to
Ari's been
Ari
in
and
COVID
Michael.
protocol like 5 times already.
Yeah,
Ari,
he's a wild boy,
what the hell are you
man.
doing?
Ari's for the streets.
COVID
Ari's
like
for the streets,
5
man.
times already.
Yeah.
What is this man's problem? Stay inside, Ari. Damn.
Ari's for the streets,
Jesus.
man. You know, so he's got to lay low. Ari's just got to lay low, man. Salute to, let's salute some people in the chat. I want to salute to Jeff G, #new. Antigua's finest, team #new. Randy Noel, welcome to the show. Shout out to Redman. Shout out to, this person's name is Eyes for Ashley.
Oh.
Hello.
#new. So we got CP's Manscaped Razor. We got Eyes for Ashley in the chat. Okay. All right. People getting creative in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight to the point. I see
straight to
it.
it.
Okay.
Oh, correction. Ari's only caught COVID twice.
Oh,
I
is he in the
apologize.
chat? He corrected you on the stats.
Correction. Stat correction.
Shout
twice.
out
That's
to
it.
Ari, man. CK, who you want to shout out in the chat?
Chat is so wild right now. I'm scrolling past some of these. But yeah, shout out to all the Rookie of the Year, the MVPs from Mike. Mike deserves them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the news. Reggie Jackson.
Reggie.
I don't know if it's Clippers Reggie Jackson, but Shotty said Knicks fan from the Toho. Oh, whoa. Someone help me with that one.
Yeah, Native. I saw it in the chat. Native America. Tohono.
Yes, that's what's up. Okay.
Oldhound. Okay.
Shout out.
Interesting.
Yeah, everyone throwing the MVPs Rookie of the Year, so I lost all my news. Elvin Perez, I see you. I see Flame.
Mm-hmm.
What up? What's going on? All the new people, you know the vibes. You see how many people are in the stream right now. Make sure you hit that like button. Come in the door, hit your like button, sit down, watch the show. You know the vibes. Come on.
Absolutely. Ash, who you want to shout out in the chat?
First of all, shout out to Eyes for Ashley or Only Have I. I like that name. That's a dope one. Angel, step your game up because that man gave me a whole username. You slipping, my boy.
Yeah, Angel slipping. Angel
shout
slapping.
out to all the #news in the chat. I appreciate y'all joining this crazy family we got. Shout out to all the regulars. Everybody repping New York, New Jersey, down south, out west, and also most importantly, shout out to all my fellow 10-4 Cowboys fans. How about the Cowboys?
Ash, you got to realize I got the volume control, so you caught me slipping. I just caught it a little bit. I was able to turn it down just a little bit at the end. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. You know what I mean? You crossed me up a little bit there. Just a little bit.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Shout out, who else we got? Skinny the Kid. What's good?
Yo, the tomatoes about to start flying for me any minute. Don't.
Let it fly. Let it fly. Shout out Salam Rahman. Salute. All right, we're gonna go one more phone call, and then we're gonna talk about prize picks tonight. Let you guys know how much money I won tonight. Let's go to Louisville. D-Lo, what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Yo, what's good, man? How you feeling, bro?
Man, I think we made a mistake with Fournier, because Fournier gets ate up every night, man. You know, he might have good. If he don't have a good shooting night, we losing out on defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like Ash said, we knew what it was when he got here, you know, but I think it's got to start on the offensive end. If he's engaged, if he's involved, then you get a little bit better effort on the defensive end. You may not get those lapses that you've gotten over, you know, the past couple of games. But then it all depends on the matchups. You know, tonight he had a more he's guarding Hamidou Diallo out there. That's a tough cover. The more athletic wings, you know, take him to school all day long. So I thought his effort was better tonight. You know, but Fournier's never going to be a lockdown defender. So it's just going to be interesting to see where they slot him in the rotation. I think he's going to remain in the starting unit.
But then he be shooting, like sometimes he just be throwing up shots. You know what I'm saying? And you said you went to school in Marsburn, so you know what I'm saying? Man, we can't have that. We need a small forward. We need to go ahead and let Fournier go. and get some defense and put Julius Randle in the post, he at least need 8 post shots a game.
Yeah.
If he's shooting 20 shots.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'll see y'all. I'm watching the show.
Appreciate it, mate.
Hey, Ash. How you doing?
Hi.
That boy simped. That's all. That's really the point of the call. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Appreciate the call, man. I'm gonna drop him off. That was really the point of the call, CK. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wasn't
He
as
low-key
smooth as
sounded
Angels
like
Euro,
Kurt.
but
Yeah.
He sounded like
yo,
Kendrick
Mike
Perkins.
in the chat has
Yeah.
been saying that. Yo, Kendrick, that you? Yo, chill out, yo.
He was trying to rock us to sleep, man. He was trying to rock us to sleep. And then get that Ashley comment out there. So, you know, shout out to D-Lo, man. Shout out to D-Lo.
I like it. It sounded fun. It sounded cool in a southern drawl. He said, "Hey, Ash."
Yeah.
I said, hi.
Oh man, from the Lou. Shout out to D-Lo,
Down
man.
from Louisiana, from the Bayou.
Yeah. Now he's from Louisville.
Oh,
Kentucky.
that's even cooler.
Yeah, he's from Louisville, Kentucky, man.
Damn.
So, yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him. And shout out to our sponsors, CK. As you guys know, man, tonight's show is presented by Prize Picks. And as you guys know, man, Prize Picks is the best NBA daily fantasy prop operator on the market. They have more NBA props than most of the major players in the game. And what we mean by props is NBA overs and unders. When we play the Prize Picks game, you're playing against the house. So Prize Picks, they have a team of line makers every night. They come up with the stats that you have to beat, and you're just going to pick 2 to 5 player stats, and you're going to predict whether that player is going to perform over or under that stat prediction. It is that easy. You can mix and match between basketball and football. We have some NFL games on tonight. You have the Seattle and the Rams makeup game tonight. So you could have played that. And all you're picking are 2 to 5 players. CK, here's how I did tonight, man.
I'm excited.
It was a mixed bag. You know, the last week I did win $200 last week. This week it seems like, you know, I'm just destined for the $8, 3-pick win. So here's how I played. I pick 5. I usually play the 5. And so tonight I put in $20 for a chance to win $200. I played 5 picks tonight, and the picks that I went with were, who did I start off with? One Evan Fournier. Yes, I had confidence in Fournier at over 17.5. He's coming off of the 23-point night against the Rockets, 32 against the Celtics. And again, as an undermanned team, I just expected Fournier to be a lot more aggressive tonight as he was. Took 24 shots, but he still got 22 points. So I was able to hit on Fournier tonight. Now here's where things got tricky, man. I went with Kyle Lowry, over 16.5 points at home against the Pacers. Pacers giving up about 18 points per game against point guards on average. This is a Pacer team that is reeling against a fairly shorthanded Miami Heat team. Lowry he almost got the triple-double, but he fell short on points tonight because the Miami Heat, they blew out the Pacers by over 30 points at one point in this game. So Lowry didn't even play in the fourth quarter, and that's what screwed me with Caris LeVert, because I also picked Caris LeVert tonight, predicting Caris LeVert over 17.5 points. Rick Carlisle screwed me, man. He finished at the free throw line, got his 17th point, CK, at the end of the third. Didn't play the fourth quarter. Carlisle clears the bench, and no more Caris LeVert, man. I missed it by a point. I missed it by 1 bucket, man. I missed Caris LeVert by 1 bucket. He finished with 17 points. Here's one I hit, though. Portland Trailblazers, obviously a lousy defensive team, giving up a ton of points to small forwards. I picked Brandon Ingram over 23.5 points, and he would break that early in the fourth quarter. So I did hit that. And the last one that I have right now is Chris Paul. I put Chris Paul over 15.5 points against the Lakers. That game is now at the half, and I think Chris Paul has about 8 points. So I'm just about halfway. 7 points for Chris Paul. So I'm just about halfway there. He's got to get 16 points for my chance at $8. Because I missed out on LeVert and I missed out on Lowry, I lose out on my chance at $200 tonight. But for you guys at home, go ahead and play Prize Picks. I saw JJ in the chat said that he won tonight. He won $85 tonight on Prize Picks. Make sure you guys play responsibly. But for you new players, our promotion, as always, go to prizepicks.com or download the Prize Picks app and enter the promo code KFTV. Prize Picks will give you a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100. So it's a great deal. So go to prizepicks.com or download the app. CK, how'd you do, man?
4 out of 5, man.
Oh, 4, okay.
LeBron James,
all right.
I had the over on him because if you guys pay attention, Prize Picks also has some deals from time to time.
They dropped
yeah, they have. So for as you saw on CPs for LeBron James, it was 26 points. But I got on just in time for the deal where they bumped it down to 22, and I said easy money, and I took that, and he got 19 in the first half.
Wow.
I went under Alec Burks on the 3-point line. They said 2.5. He only made 1 tonight. I went over on Cade Cunningham for assist. He had 8 when they said 5.5. I went over on rebounding because our Knicks would end the rebounding with Isaiah Stewart.
That was a good one, man. That was a good one.
I had to do it.
Yeah,
it was easy. He got 11 rebounds tonight, and here's the one that hurt. This one hurt. I did pick the under on Kemba Walker. They put Kemba Walker at 20.5 for points. I put the under just because I wasn't sure how he was going to look back to back. I didn't know if it was going to happen. And Kemba made me pay by getting 21 0.5, bro. Yeah. So I'm going to get 4 out of 5, which is nice. 40
just
piece,
missed
so I'm
it.
good with it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
CK hits the 4-piece. So, all right, still a good night for you, man. Still a good night. And we'll see where CP3 finishes and see if I end up on another winning sheet. Well, shout out to Prize Picks. All right, back to the phones we go. Let's go to Lindsay from Ohio. Lindsay, what's going on?
Hey, squad. Great platform you guys have.
Thank you.
CK, Ash. I'm with you every night after every game, and it's just fantastic. Worldwide.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. How did you end up a Knicks fan in Ohio and not, you got the Cleveland Cavs over there? The Cleveland Cavs looking good?
Yeah. I'm 65, bro, and I was with the late 60s and early 70s Knicks. That's when I started, and I've never left them.
Let's go,
Been
OG.
Suffering for 20 years, and this platform, OG all the way.
Yeah.
And this platform just seals the deal for me. But listen, I just don't think this is complicated, gang. Give Kemba the ball, watch him play, how happy he is, how much fun he has, the joy he brings to the squad. Give Kemba the ball, man. Quit screwing around with this, and leave Evan alone. It is what it is. We know that's what it's. They're not going to get rid of him. They're not going to get rid of Julius. So let's ride with him, man. And what about this thought? Taj, we love him. His days are numbered. We know that. Flush Noel. What about Miles Turner and Mitch as a combo in the post, man?
Well, the thing is, Turner's making about 18, right? He's about 18 million. So, in any trade, you're going to have to make the salaries match. And we did have Berman on last night. It just seems like the Pacers, they're not going to let him go easily. Pacers are looking to rebuild, so you're going to have to pony up a nice little package to get Turner. So I think it's going to be a tough get for them. And based on the return, I'm just not sure if they're going to be willing to take that risk. We'll have to see what the cost is.
Good point, CP. That's why I'm with you each and every night, because you just do nothing but make sense. But this squad, we got to hang in there with them. We got a good mix of veterans. We got a good mix of the kids, and we just got to trust in Tibbs to figure it out. Stay with them. The next 15, 16, 17 games. This is where we got to make our hay right here, guys.
Let's go
and find our way and get back in the mix and see where we go from here.
Okay.
Listen, I won't hang on for long. Big Mike, Rookie of the Year. There's no doubt about it. Love the energy. And again, I can't say enough how just old boy OG out here in Ohio. Listen to you guys each and every night. I love it. You bring
Let's
it.
go.
Ash brings it. CK brings it. CP's the man. And thanks a lot for what you do. I really appreciate it.
Lindsay, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And always appreciate your support every night. Holding it down in Ohio. That's what I like to hear, man. Holding it down in Ohio with us, man. I like that. Yeah, he's
That's
OG
where the
man.
All-Star weekend is.
Yeah, it's in Cleveland. It's in Cleveland this year.
Cleveland.
Yeah, it's in Cleveland. Actually, you don't
What
sound
did
too
what did
enthused
Noah
about that.
say? You like Cleveland? Does anyone ever tell you I want to go on vacation to Cleveland? What's so great about Cleveland?
Yeah, it's in Cleveland this year, so I have to see. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out there, but we'll see. All right,
You want to go to Cleveland?
I mean,
What do you have against Cleveland?
I don't have nothing against Cleveland, and I'm sure it'll be a great time, just because, they'll turn it into a community and you'll just, you have all your events and whatnot. But you put me on the spot right now.
Ain't going to be no Knicks. That's the problem.
Yeah, right. And that too,
Just say it. Just say it.
We will not be represented in there. I think, but Obi should go back for the slam dunk. Redeem himself, get revenge. They screwed Obi, man. Go back there and take the crown. Obi needs to go back there and take the crown. So let's see how that goes. We got.
I wonder if there's White Castle in Cleveland.
I don't know. We should have asked Lindsay. Maybe it's Crystals. Crystals.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Crystals is like the bootleg White Castle.
I don't want the bootleg White. I look like a bootleg White Castle kind of girl, CP. How dare you? Move on.
Ash, you look like you should tear up some Checkers or rallies back in the day. Don't front, man.
Listen, Checkers was my spot after the club in college.
Exactly.
Smash.
Exactly. Those Checker fries all cracked though. I'm not gonna lie.
Crack.
Yeah.
Man. Listen, don't sleep.
Man. Yeah. Kenny Gale says no White Castle in Cleveland.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Ernest Zembrowski says Crystal slaps. So shout out. So he's a Crystals guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Crystals is like the White Castle alternative for the South. But I don't know.
How do you know about that? Oh, because you went to an HBCU though.
Yeah, but I used to live in Atlanta, so we had Crystals out there. We didn't have White Castle. We had Crystals. You had everything in Atlanta, man. Atlanta, they love to eat out there, so you had everything.
I bet they do.
Yeah, you had everything. Every place had good wings.
Family show. Yeah,
easy, Ash, easy. This is a family show. Oh man! All right, let's get to the calls. Khalil from BK. So switch the tune up for us, man. Thanks. What's good?
Yo, what's good? Salute. Ashley, CK, CP. How y'all doing tonight?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Just got back from Madison Square Garden. It was rocking. Okay. There's a lot of love for Kemba, a lot of love for Mitch. I feel conflicted about it because, I'm team youth movement, and I know this makes it hard to get our young guys in rotation, but, I was really proud of the effort Mitch was bringing. I loved Kemba. He really was playing with joy. I've not seen that man so happy than I did at the end of that game. He was straight cheesing. I was so proud of him. Mm-hmm. But I'm really nervous about Julius. I like him as a role man. But I hate when he brings the ball up. He was leading by double digits all game, and then as soon as he's on his point forward tip, that lead's shrinking. Yep. And so, what do you think? What do y'all think is going to happen when everybody's healthy? How they can move it? I know CP Burks is your boy. I love Burks, but I agree with he needs to go back to the bench. Is not his role. So what you think You think Tibbs is gonna ride with Kemba again as the starting point guard, or what do y'all think is gonna happen with this lineup?
I think you have to, man. It's either you go Kemba. Let's just put this out there now. They're gonna keep trying to win, right? So let's forget the youth movement. Mm-hmm. Even though Berman came on and said he wouldn't be surprised if they go McBride, I don't see them doing that just yet. To me, it's Kemba, because if you already skipped over Rose to go to Burks, so clearly he has no confidence in Rose as a starter and wants to keep him fresh to potentially finish games. So what else are you gonna do? You're going to go with Kemba. Are you taking RJ out of the rotation and go with Burks, who's a better two-way player at this point right now, as far as, just keeping the ball moving and getting you some more facilitation going? I don't know, but I don't see how you go back to the whole Kemba's out of the rotation thing after the way he's playing these past few games.
And if you do, that's a conversation, because... I think if he does, meaning Tibbs, I think that just goes to showcase how much he prioritizes defense over offense, because that could be the only explanation that I would be able to formulate as to why he would revert back It's kind of remember, not to bring up his name because I know it's kind of like Voldemort with New York Knicks fans, but I'm gonna say it. It's kind of like when we kept wondering why he kept playing Peyton. Why was it that he kept playing Peyton? Peyton could hit the side of a bus, but he could play defense. Tibbs prioritizes defense, and that is the only way that I could see Kemba getting back on that bench, whether it's coming off as a in the second unit or just not.
Then if that's the case, then you go McBride.
Defensive effort.
If that's the case, then you got to go with McBride. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He ain't doing it.
He's not doing
He's not doing it.
But I don't see that happening.
He's not doing it. I want it. We all want it. I love to see it. It makes sense. He's not doing it. I'm not taking that bet. I'm not taking the over on that. He's not doing it.
At least yet. I don't see it happening just yet.
Not yet. Right.
You know. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, 1,400 people on the chat. Salute to Chuck D, the rhyme animal, sends a $10 super chat. He says, good to catch a surprise win. I was traveling to throw the jinx on the Hawks about Cleveland. Visit Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. See the new inductees layouts for LL Cool J and Jay-Z. The city where it all started. Shout out to Rhyme Animals, Chuck D. Everybody throw a hashtag PE in the chat to salute the legend.
That's cool.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland. That's right.
I'll check that out.
That's
that
right.
Sounds like fun.
And Chuck was there. Hove got inducted. He had LL Cool J. Gil Scott Heron got inducted. So it was a big year. Big year for the inductees, man. Somebody in the chat said, mentioned Jack in the Box.
That's a West Coast thing, right?
Jack in the Box is more south. Jack in the
Really?
Box, yeah.
I've never seen a Jack in the Box.
Yeah, and they got him in Cali,
That's the
right?
high food over here, bro.
They got him in Cali.
I know that's out west. It's like equivalent to like In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, it's all right. Jack in the Box
In-N-Out
is all right.
fries are trash.
How In-N-Out has never changed their fries, I just don't understand it. It tastes like
It's
cardboard.
a burger joint. You only go for the burgers.
It tastes
You don't
like
go for anything
cardboard.
else.
But see, like when I go to like I just get everything just because I just feel like I have to get everything
Yeah, you
animal
do,
style and just do the damn thing. But the fries are disgusting.
The problem is they try to
Legit
stay so
disgusting,
authentic to
man.
the OG spot when it first started
Right.
that they still keep the nasty ass fries recipe.
Terrible,
That's all it is.
bro. Terrible.
That's your West Coast nastiness. All right?
Terrible, man.
We don't have that
Good
issue at White
Terrible.
Castle. We always know what we going.
Oh, White Castle,
Boil burgers. Get
Yeah,
outta here.
yeah.
I
The
can't.
murder
White
burgers. Ashes with that 50 sack of murder burgers. Hell no. Hell no. We ain't doing White
Whatever.
Castles over here, man.
White Castle,
No.
some orange soda,
Nah,
and
man.
some fries.
Oh man.
That's a vibe for me. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, no. A 50 sack of the murder burgers, man. You're in trouble out here. Man. Maybe it's a little better down where you at, but
I forgot y'all are a couple years older than me. That you guys have old people stomach. I can't relate.
Wow. There it is.
My stomach is under the age of 30, so I can't relate.
yeah, you can still mix and match. I got to take it easy. You know what I'm saying? You can still mix and match out there. I got to go easy.
Can't be
now.
handling that no more.
Yeah, I can't be handling that, man. Yayo in the chat. Whataburger, sleeper pick. Whataburger is pretty damn good, man. I used to eat Whataburger a lot when I used to go to H-Town. Whataburger's a good.
Isn't it Whataburger?
Yeah, I say water. I don't know. That's probably just a New York accent. I say water, like, water, whatever.
Oh, I thought it was water, whatever.
Yeah, I say
I've never
water,
had that.
What a burger.
Whataburger's popping.
Whataburger.
Yeah, Whataburger's popping.
Whataburger.
Yeah. And then someone else in the chat mentioned Zaxby's. They don't count. I think Zaxby's might just be an Atlanta thing.
No, I think they also have it in North Carolina. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, Zaxby's pops. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's a nice like chicken spot alternative. It's very
Here
good.
comes the common sense.
Yeah,
Shake Shack. There it is. Thank you. I was waiting for some common sense in the chat.
Shake Shack's all right.
Shake Shack is fire. It's a little pricey, but
yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah, Shake Shack is pricey. I just went there
pricey.
last week.
It's like $15 for a baby burger.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, where's the rest of my burger?
Yeah, man. You
like,
go there with a party at 3, it's just
whatever.
hitting your wallet, man. Ain't no kids meal at Shake Shack either, Ash. So I'm in trouble over there. Ain't no kids meal at Shake Shack.
You can't get out of it, bro.
You can't get out of it.
You spend that whole 15.
Nah,
you
Rose
can't
Hawk,
get out
Rose
of
Hawk,
it, man.
just know we not getting sponsored by In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box.
At all.
Shake Shack.
at all,
This
man.
like 5 burger chains.
Yo,
Yeah.
We,
Hey,
like,
we got JD. We don't need him. We got JD, man. We got JD on the grill. We gonna turn that into an LLC, man. We don't need him. We going homegrown, Ash. You know?
That's funny. That's
Fat
hilarious.
burger. Fat burger pops. I don't feel like there's a lot of fat burgers left, though.
They over here. There's a lot.
They
over
still
here
got
in
them out
the
there?
West.
Yeah. Yeah, fat burger pops.
Yeah, but then you actually have to go to the West to get them, and it's
Yeah.
just like,
Fat burger. The only fat burger they got out here was they used to have one in Atlantic City at the Borgata in the basement. But other than that, yeah,
Wait.
that's it.
That describes Fat Burger.
Yeah,
perfectly.
that's it, man. At the casino, they had one.
What
at the
else did
Borgata.
they have in the basement of the casino, CP? Tell us
Look,
more.
that's where you would go, man. After you doing the damn thing, you go to the Borgata. You go late night Fat Burgers, open 24 hours, and you reminisce on the night. You recap the night. That was back when AC was still popping, man. You know what I mean? It's a dump now, but that was back when AC was actually okay.
What were you out doing in AC?
Just a little close spot.
Tell us more. What were you out in Atlantic City
like
doing?
early 2000s, AC was still doing the damn thing. Like you had Borgata, you had Harrah's. Like that's where you kind of wanted to play. You didn't really want to hit the strip. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you were playing and hitting that strip.
You didn't want to do that, man. But people in
that's
chat
why
know
you're in the
what I'm
COVID protocol. Ari, look at him. He said AC still slap.
Okay.
Don't let him fool you. That's why you're in COVID
That's why
protocol.
he's
That's why
in
it is, Ari. Look at
COVID
you.
protocol.
That's why you're in COVID protocol.
Ari knows, man.
Yo, Ari, stay inside, my
Ari
guy.
knows what I'm talking about, man.
talking about, man.
Yeah. Shout out Eric, $55 super chat. He says Mitch looked like he's finally getting his legs up under him. Yeah, he looked good tonight, man. I was proud to see that effort. Shout out Bill Peter, friend. He says this team doesn't have an identity on Tibbs, and it needs to be addressed as a trade deadline. Ash, nice to have a Knicks fan down in South Florida. Yeah,
There's a
you guys are
lot
heat
of
country,
Knicks
man.
fans in South Florida, a lot.
Yeah.
If you ever go to a Miami Heat game when they play the Knicks, it's like 50% Knicks fans.
Yeah.
Like it's the sixth borough for a reason.
Facts.
So.
We're looking at March 5th to maybe jump down there for that Knicks Heat game. That's a Friday night, Ash.
That doesn't like a vibe. I'll
Yeah.
probably be at the January game. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled or anything like that
hopefully
with
not.
COVID.
Cross
but
your
we shall
fingers on that.
see.
We'll
Definitely.
see. I doubt it, though.
Yeah,
We'll
man.
see. It seems like they trying to keep this season going. So I don't know.
All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, Adam Silver came out today. He had like a mini press conference or whatever. And he said, look, we're not canceling the season. We have no intentions of going back into
he
the
was
bubble.
like,
we're
we're
not
getting
even
that money.
pausing the season because we
Yeah.
don't see the reason to. So that man is all
Yeah.
systems go.
He said we're getting that
So-
money, man. Hella high water. So, all right, let's go rapid fire. Let's wrap this up. Fredo, you up next. Fredo, what's good? Fredo. Oh, I got to unmute Fredo. That was my fault. That was my fault. Okay, Fredo, you good, bro? Fredo going once. Ooh, KiingDeej. Go ahead, KiingDeej. Is KiingDeej on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, let's go.
What's up, though, man? What up, though? Run it up, run
What's
it
good,
up.
bro?
Salute the orange and blue.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm going to just get to it, man. We was playing some kids, and kids don't know how to learn how to win a game. That's about it, man. That's all I could take away from that angle, man. They're like, everybody want to pay Mitch the max now. That Mitch hive is going crazy right now, but I'm still not supporting that. I got to see consistency. But this is a bad night for me. This is a bad night because the law firm, I love me some Kemba, but the law firm took an L.
They took an L tonight, man. They took an L tonight, bro.
McBride and Grimes, and it's got to be one or the other now, and that's me holding on to hope. Like, that's not gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
So we just gonna have to. I honestly believe that you're right. They probably just gonna run it back with this traditional starting five. Maybe have Noel start, dib and dabble between Mitch and Noel, whoever stays the most healthy for that game. But he's running with the horses, man. So everybody just put the seatbelt on, get ready for that, man. So that's all I can say about tonight. What I will say though is that Kemba makes life easier for everybody on the court not named Randall. That's what I could take away from these last two games, because everybody is just in their original where they need to be. They're in the perfect spots. And Randall, Ash is right. Randall not a jealous dude. I've been bashing Randall a lot. He's not a jealous man, but he's got this inner battle whenever I'm watching him now. Like I'm just watching Randall, how he moves now. He's got this inner battle, man, and I don't know what's up with it. I don't know.
It's
man.
like Breen said on the broadcast what we've been saying. He's caught in that in between.
He's got to let that go because
he's
honestly,
caught in the in between, bro.
Yeah, he's got to let that go because honestly, like Kemba and Evan, they're trying to feed him as a roller. Like they're trying to use Randall as a power forward, the correct way.
Right.
And he's having his inner fight with himself. Like I don't really want to be a power forward again. I'm good being a point forward. You got to let that go, bro. It's a new year. It's a new year. But I'm not taking much. I'm not taking much away from this game. It was a good win. We got a good test on Thursday against the Wizards. They battling for their playoff lives. I don't know who's in their protocol. I didn't really look it up.
It looks like they're all right. It looks like they're pretty clean. Cool. Pretty clean
sheet.
If
they're pretty clean, that's going to be a tough game.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be a tough game for us. Shout out Baby Theo, man. Baby Theo, he comes in early. He does the assignment. Listen, Ashley, Cowboys, I'm not even a Giants fan. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. I just play A-Rod.
I know you having a tough time because that call was egregious.
I know, but we just lost to A-Rod, and A-Rod's going to take care of business for you. Come play on time. Bye.
You know what?
I like that bet. I'll place that bet.
Crazy.
Let's go. I'll place
crazy.
that bet.
You know why? Because the enemy of my enemy is supposed to be my friend. So you just gonna dog me like that? I bet. That's cool. That's cool. No worries. Same energy. That's all I ask.
So he left. You heard him say bye.
Oh, he did? I didn't even hear him drop the mic. I didn't even hear him drop the mic.
Okay, bye.
He tipped off.
That's cool.
Shout out to KiingDeej, man.
Oh, snap.
Shout out to Deej. All right, a couple more. Ron from ATL. Ron, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, squad?
What's good, bro? How you doing,
hey,
bro?
Real quick, I'm good. Shout out to you guys, CK, Ash. Thanks for being the game coach. Real quick, I think it comes down to a couple things: chemistry and faith. Once the chemistry get right with our team, everybody on the same page, I feel like we go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we gotta humble Randall. Just like Kemba Walker got humbled, he sat down for a few games. He came back and he been solid ever since. Randall need to be humble. Somehow, some way, somebody gotta say something to him, talk to him, just humble the man. Then we gotta go on faith. If we all Knicks fans, we all love our team. We just got to see this through. It's not going to be no trading Evan Fournier. It's not going to be no trading Julius. We got to have faith that these guys get on board, get the ticket, and just push forward like we did last year. Now, speaking about faith, Ashley, you said something about Kemba that everything you said about him was correct. Only thing that I got to say to you is, like, how can you automatically say that we won't hit the Eastern Conference?
That we won't make the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, how can you say that with the team that we got in right now?
No, we're not.
Nobody thought last year.
We're not going to
Hold on. Last year, I said to CK2K, I said, we're going to win 36-36. He said, wishful thinking. We went above that.
Yeah.
Nobody has saw the Hawks. Nobody saw the Hawks even thinking about the Eastern Conference last year, but they went. How can we not say that our team won't turn this around and make the finals?
Listen, respectfully, beloved,
appreciate the call.
It would take the Rapture and Jesus Christ himself coming down and playing on this team for them to make the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm sorry, and if I am wrong, I will take you on a date. How's that? Like that's how confident I am. It is not gonna happen. Like,
yeah. Hey, he's optimistic, man. I appreciate his optimism, but yeah, we're a long ways from there, bro. We're a long way from there, man. Long way from there. Joe from Yonkers. Joe, what's good? Joe? Are you there, Joe?
Hey, what's happening, CP? How you doing?
What's up, man? Long time. How you doing, bro?
I just want to talk about coming up to the trade deadline. Looking around, and I look at the team and I don't see solution at the point guard position. And I'm hearing now about how the Kings might be a little bit out on De'Aaron Fox. I just wonder your thoughts on, would you be interested to see if the Knicks could make a pursue at swipe at the Fox?
Listen, I'd love to look at it, but to me that looks like an off-season type of move than a mid-season type of thing. I don't see us just uprooting everything and try to make a blockbuster trade. I could be wrong, but I think that's something that they may take a look at, in the off-season. But how could you not, take a look at Swiper the Fox? I'd love to have him on this team. Still there, Joe? The Joe Lee? Oh, okay. Joe bounced.
Yeah, everybody
Man,
dropping
drop the mic, man. CK, your thoughts on Swiper?
No, I agree. I don't think that's something that happens mid-season because there's going to be some parts on that. I see the trade rumors going around and what they think the trade package would be, but I think at this point we're not making a move that would include like an Obi Toppin or something like that, or one of these younger pieces or anything like that. So yeah, that's wishful thinking. I just don't think that's going to happen mid-season.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it'll happen off-season, but yeah, that's definitely a guy I would like to look at. DeJounte Murray's at the top of my list looking at him, but yeah, I would love Swiper the Fox for sure.
Yeah,
just not mid-season. It's not happening.
Shout out to everybody on the rapid fire, man. I like the fact that these people are rapid fire without me even asking. That's very courteous.
I honestly think the trade market this season is going to be not that great with everything that's going on with COVID. I think you're not going to see a lot of movement. I think it's going to be hard because teams aren't even you're going to have so many guys in and out because of protocol and all that. I really don't think we're going to see any like huge splashes once the trade market opens. Like I really think it's going to be a much I could be wrong unless like things completely turn around. I think it's going to be a much quieter trade talk season than we're accustomed to seeing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
LeBron looks like he went down. Is that an ankle or let's see? Oh yeah, that's an ankle. Oof, sprained ankle.
Oh no,
LeBron.
for real?
Who, LeBron?
Yeah. That's an ankle. Look pretty bad. Let's see. He's trying to thug it out right now. Let's see what happens. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Wrapping it up tonight, Angel from Philly. Angel, what's good?
Yo, what's good, CT? How you doing, bro?
Good, man. What's good, bro?
CK2K, what's good? Smooth, how you feeling?
What up, bro? I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. And mi amor, Ashley, ¿cómo está mi amor?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, they said Melo got ejected as well from this. Like LeBron got up.
So listen, man. First thing we gonna do, man, hit that thumbs up for y'all boys, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like button.
Let's get those likes
subscribe button.
Yep.
So listen, man. Before I get to my points, I'm gonna put Ashley on the spot. So you know what, Ash, I've been showing you a lot of love. I've been showing you a lot of love the last year, ever since I've been on this show. So you know what? This is why I'm the GOAT sit. You know what, Ash? How about you pick the game? You pick the seats. I'll come pick you up. You pick where you want to eat dinner, and you let me know, and I'm going to make it happen. Because everybody thinks they got a shot. There's only one GOAT sit, and that's me.
Wow.
So y'all need to chill, fall back. I'm the GOAT, and I'm going to show you why. So you let me know, Ash, and stop running. Just like KD said, y'all know who I am. I'm the GOAT sit. Now we going to talk about this game, right? Honestly, I really do like the Kemba and Mitch connection. You know, you can see that it's starting to grow. And I think with him starting that second half is just going to show that he's going to start pretty soon. Because I'd rather have him starting than have Noel starting. That's just me being honest. Because it just looks like we're a better team. And if he's going to make a move at the guard position, I honestly think because he wants to have that win mentality, he's going to go back to Kemba. If there was anyone that I was going to put in to help the perimeter defense, I would take out Burks and put in Deuce, but that's probably not going to happen. So, I mean, that's the way that I see it's going to go. I'm not really too impressed with the win. Obviously, you want to get that W. But, you know, when you look at the next couple games coming up, CP, we got a lot of winnable games, man. If we're only a few games out of the playoff spot. Let's just take it one game at a time. But if we can just string some games along, you know, we gonna be all right in the next week or two. We just gotta have that positive mentality. And when it comes to the talent on this team, I'm not trading Randall, and I'm not trading, you know, anyone significant on this team because honestly, we got a good problem right now. We got a lot of good young guys that need time, and it's gonna get better and it's gonna develop the right way. We just gotta stick with the script. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, we just got to keep moving the ball. Tonight, the ball was moving, and the defense was there, the activity was there, and I like the fact that Evan Fournier was going to the basket first, then warming up and getting his shot. So, it's just a process. It's only one game, but it takes one game to start a winning streak, right? So let's just take it one game at a time and see what happens. And Ashley, stop ducking this smoke. You know what it is. Y'all have a good one. Peace. I'm out.
Let's go.
Yo, CK, what is your main problem? Fix your face, first of all.
Let's go.
Look,
the GOAT simp is pulling up from downtown.
That's why I call him smooth.
Yeah. Pulling up from downtown.
Come on. That man put on a whole. He dropped the entire playbook right there, and then said, "So about the Knicks." It's like, come on now, this is what I'm talking about.
Transition.
The Euro step is immaculate. He got James Harden trying to figure out how to do a Euro step like that. Come on.
Yeah, transition. Interesting developments, people in the chat. Never a dull moment on Knicks Fan TV. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Let's go. This is what we do, man. Are you not entertained? Knicks win 105-91. As Angel said, this is a time to try to get back on track. Thursday's game is going to be very tough against this Washington team. Dinwiddie, Beal, you got to contend with those guys. Kuzma playing well. You got Montrezl Harrell, Gafford. It's going to be a tough matchup. I'm looking forward to that Gafford-Mitch matchup again. That should be interesting as well. Will we get RJ and Obi back? How do they fit into what's going on right now? Gonna be a lot of interesting developments. Coming up. Then after that, you got Christmas Day against the Hawks. The Hawks got Young, Capella, Danilo in the protocol. We going up against the Hawks G League team. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, they coming in from Bankhead, CK. You know what I'm saying? It's not even Atlanta Hawks. So you got another G League showcase coming up on Christmas. This next week or so could be an opportunity for this team to get back on track. As he said, we're only one or two games out of like the 6th seed right now. So still very, very early, and there's enough time for this team to get right and turn things around and make the season respectable again. So let's see what happens. But all in all, great show, everybody. Let me read off some of the super chats, and then we'll get back with you guys on Thursday. Malik Rivera says the Hawks are the Pigeons at this point. Yeah, man. The Bankhead Pigeons coming to town. Let's go with, let me refresh this real quick. CP3 got to get some points up here, man. Come on, man. I need some prize picks, some cash here. CP3's got to get right. How many does he have right now? 9.
He said not enough.
Not enough. It's still a close game, so he needs 7 more points to break it. It's still possible. So it's definitely still possible. All right, back to the super chats. Salute to Mont Blanc Nolan. He says, man, I love the Knicks, but whose mans is this? I think he's talking about Angel. Shout out O-Dog to our super chat. He says, let's go, Goats him, fight back. SB Gorilla, $10 super chat says, the only way Randall is going to be humbled is with a... I can't put that out there, man. I can't put that out there. Papa Left, $5 super chat says, Angels is with the Carlton Banks slow motion buzzer beater.
What is wrong with you guys?
Oh, man. Shout out to Papa Left, man. Papa Left is in his bag tonight. I can tell. Papa Left is in his bag.
What did he
tonight.
say?
What did he say? Man. Shout out Papa Left.
I can't see it.
He said Angel with the Carlton Banks slow motion buzzer beater shot.
From Fresh Prince,
Yeah, he dropped the Fresh Prince bar out there. Shout out Del Will, $5 super chat. He says, this starting unit has slow ball chemistry. Keep them together and let RJ rock with the kids off the bench. Just chemistry, just thinking outside the box. Shout out Del Will. I am Brandon, $2 super chat. Says, appreciate the call. Brandon, appreciate you. Who else? Brandon, appreciate it again. Rhyme Animal Chuck D $5 super chat says COVID is the NBA monkey wrench. Every team chemistry is jacked right now. 85% of the league is confused with 20-man rosters. Maybe we do have a shot. Yeah, these coming weeks could be the equalizer, man. Coach Tibbs, $2 super chat from Coach Tibbs. He says, can't wait to play Obi 16 minutes again. Papa Left, $5 super chat says, the damn thing for CP and AC was watching Howard Isley clank jumpers on Henny. Yeah, he's on it. He's on one tonight. Eric 50 says Mitch looks like he's finally getting his legs up on him. Albert Baez, $10 super chat. Randall signed up for a discount, but getting it all back with interest. Stop the point forward experiment ASAP. Hashtag pick and roll. Hashtag cut to the basket. Hashtag play defense. Skinny the Kid says someone get the vets in COVID protocol and see what the young guns do with it. Old Dog says Ash just put Angel on the bench. Ivan Omar, Malaysian $30 super chat says, for all the criticisms against Kemba, he brings joy to the game. When they play with joy, they play better. You could see the smiles and the high fives out there. It's clear they enjoy playing with him. Yeah, I got to throw my glasses on. Hold on. Yo.
This is for all the folks over the age of 30.
Yeah,
this
man.
Is
this is what you have in store, man. I gotta throw the specs on. O-Dog says, I'm feeling the new backdrop, Ash, but I disagree with the Randall tip. Don't believe it. Randall's all about himself and padding his stats. Westbrook 2.0.
How can y'all make that assumption on someone you don't know? That's so crazy to me.
Fair.
Like, we know people's character traits and things like, come on. Like,
that's fair.
He's not that guy. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Not that guy.
Russell Reed says lockdown defender for the Knicks. I got that. Wearing number 6. Shout out Russell Reed. I got Emil. I got Dar288 says Ash missed my point. Kemba wasn't right for this team because we aren't good enough defensively to hide him. Deuce equals win now. He brings defense. Okay. And Dar with another $5 super chat. Appreciate that. And we got Jose, we got Bill, we got CL, Kenny. And that's it. So great show, everyone, once again. We'll see you guys Thursday. Knicks versus Wizards. Let me go ahead and sign out once again. Remember, the show is presented by Prize Picks, man. Go to prizepicks.com, enter promo code KFTV for a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100, man. It's a great deal. Play responsibly. Definitely want to play responsibly. But, hey, it's a fun game to play if you actually win it. Remember, the show is also available in audio podcast format. All the major podcast platforms if you miss it. And you got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, all the major podcast platforms. Catch up on our interview with Mark Berman up on the channel and in podcast format. Catch up on our interview with Elite, Dreamville producer, J. Cole's producer, Elite, diehard Knicks fan. Check out that interview that I did with him, also up on the channel and in podcast format as well. All right? So we see you guys on Thursday. Peace.